Do you suffer this problem? Every time you want to go play a game, your balls are soft. Tired of spending hundreds of dollars on equipment just to keep your balls filled? Tired of losing your little needle for filling the balls with? Well, have no fear. ETENWOLF is here with the Sportsmate P300 ball pump. The tiny, mighty smart pump. This product was brought to you by ETENWOLF. They sent it to me to test out early, so that's what we're going to do. Pressure range between 1.5 and 17 psi, or 0.01 to 1.7 bar. Accuracies within 0.3 psi. Operating voltage 3.6. Operating temperature -4 to 113 degrees, and charging input is 5 volt 2 amp max. The unboxing experience is quite nice. It lifts up, and you're greeted by the calibration certificate. And it shows you that it's within 0.1 psi on both the low and the high end, with a 0.2 allowable tolerance. So it got an A and it passed. Underneath there's a user manual. I do recommend reading this. It goes over some specs. We'll look at those here in a minute. Here's a spec sheet for you. Things of note: 3 to 17 psi, 2000 milliamp hour battery, 1 hour charge time, and lower than 70 decibels within 1 meter. Sensor accuracy within 0.3 psi. And underneath that is the unit itself. Included in the little box up here is a USB-C charging cable. I'm glad to see that. I like that a lot. Things are starting to go to USB-C. A much better cable, in my opinion. You have a nice little bit of foam in there to keep everything held in place. Set that to the side and we'll get to the main unit. The first thing you'll notice is this little tag on the side telling you to pull out the needles. So we'll go ahead and do that. And on top here, you have a deflate and an inflate port. You choose what you want to do. In this case, we obviously want to inflate. So we're going to screw it on in. And I like the handy storage, and I love how it all squares off. We're nice and neat. So it's nice, neat, and tidy. Now, the next step is going to be to hold the power button. Firstly, you'd want to charge it. It takes an hour to charge this thing. Through the USB-C port on the bottom. To turn it on, you push the big power button and hold it until the lights come on. And it'll flash, and it will tell you what the maximum PSI setting's at. And then it will zero out, so when you put this into a ball, it will tell you how much pressure is in there. Now, you can go up and down on the scale. We're in manual mode right now with the little gear, and it will go up to 17 psi. Or, if you want other units of measurement, you can press the U button and swap between kPa, BAR, and PSI. In order to change the ball setting, if you want to set a max limit, you can double click on this. This here is for sucking the air out of a ball. And if you do this in any other mode, try and pull air out, it will shut the unit off. It can only be done in this mode. Now for the other settings, we have football, which according to our trusty manual here, which is actually well written out if you need to read it, it will tell you everything you need to know. 8 to 16 psi. Recommended pressure is 13. Always go off of what your ball says, though, because mine is a small, and it recommends 4 psi, 4 to 6, right there. But normally they are written somewhere around the filler. Inflate to 7 to 9. And same thing with the volleyball we're going to try out. Right there. Good to know. Back to the unit. Now, once you've found what you need to do, I guess we'll start in on the football, because that's where we're at. This here says it wants 4 to 6. So we'll put it right in the middle at 5. You can also hold the button. 4.9, we'll go 5. You're supposed to moisten the needle, so spit on it a little bit, lube it up. It would be nice. There's one thing I would say. Maybe they could put like a little bit of lube down in there so these things come out a little pre-lubed up. You poke that in there. Be careful not to poke too far in, but you want to be in far enough. The second hole that's right there makes it inside, past the lip. Then we can push the power button. Oh, try again. That's me. I pushed too hard in and thought there was pressure. I was pushing it against the wall of the football, and it was building pressure and shutting off. Now we're starting to get it. Stopped right there at 5. Now you just pull her out. And we have a properly inflated ball. Next up, we'll go to the soccer ball setting, which I don't have a soccer ball. I do have a volleyball, though. So it's going to take the place of the soccer ball. Same idea. At least this can show you how long it will take to fill a ball. We're still kind of lubed up from before. This one recommends 4 to 6 psi, so we're going to go 5 again. Actually, let's go 6. See, a soccer ball will allow it to go up to 16. We're going to go 6 psi. Max this one out. Poke that in there. We're poked in and ready to go. I liked that it slowed down there at the end to make sure he got properly at 6, because it knew it was getting close. Now we can press our menu button again. We can go over to basketball. This one requires from 7 to 9, so let's put 9 psi in it. That in there. We got that slowdown now. Right there at 9. And if you jam that back in there, it'll tell you exactly how much is in that ball. Works very well. Now we're going to deflate it. So let's say the game's over and we want to deflate this, put it in our duffel bag to go home. We're going to go over to our deflate setting. We're going to go from inflate to our deflate port. I like these are brass. They're nice. Jam that in there again. Probably need to wet it down some. And then we press out the start button. And we just let it go. We need to hit that again. As it hit its 20-second mark, and you will see it is deflating. We got the wrong side. And there you have half a football that's ready to go into a bag. Not a bad little hat either. I believe that's it for this ETENWOLF. Oh, yeah, that's right. Let's see if it'll take a drop. We'll just stick that back in there. So let's say you're down there and I'm down here and you need to fill that ball up with some air. What happens if I throw it? Dang it. I missed my calling. I should have been a bowler. We have a few little scratches. Nothing major though. Is she just still power on? That's a yes. We'll just give it a little bit of a drop test here. On its corner. She's still on. Still works. Pretty good, I'd say. Now that was a hard hit. Yeah, I'd say she's pretty tough. She got a few little scuffs on her, but nothing major. It'll still work. You all want to know, can we run it over with a car? Still working. So my final thoughts on this ETENWOLF Sportsmate P300 ball pump. I really like it. I really think it's a good idea. I wish I would have had one of these growing up. This thing sure beats dragging out an air compressor to fill up your ball, and you can never find these needles. They always disappear. If you put them back in here, they're going to be with the unit. You can just leave this thing in your bag. It doesn't take up very much space. Deflate the ball, inflate it where you need it. It tells you exactly where it's at. I really think it's worth it. This isn't even my good hand for this. So yeah, there'll be a link below if you're wanting one of these. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, hit subscribe. And if anyone else has something they want to send me to give a try out, let me know. Have a great day, everyone. Honestly, I look forward to seeing what else ETENWOLF has to come out. I didn't really explain. This here comes out mid-May. It should be out by the time you see this video. If not, wait a little bit. It'll be worth the wait. I really do think so. I'm going to have to put a hoop up in the shop now.